So I've just seen the first 3 episodes of the new Kite Man show, and let's talk about it. If you didn't know there was a Kite Man show, now you do. It's a spinoff to the Harley Quinn show that's been going on for the past X amount of years. And this is a spinoff from that show, from that universe's Kite Man. This is his new life with his new girlfriend and their adventures in the world. I think it was also mentioned that there was going to be some tie-in with this and the next season. I'm assuming like a Gen V and The Boys season 4 type of situation. But some things that happen in this show is going to continue that continuity going on to Harley Quinn season 5 or whatever season Harley Quinn's on at this point. I've been trying to figure out the proper words to say about this show, and I do think that it's fine. It feels like more of the same that we get from Harley Quinn, except maybe less toxic stuff going on within there, because Kite Man has actual, good relationships compared to Harley Quinn, and maybe less known characters because Kite Man's a part of the D-list villains, C-list villains, as you might say. So there's a lot of people who'd be like, I don't really know that person, or okay, that person's in this. And Bane's in here because they keep disrespecting Bane in this series. And Bane has been the funniest thing for the entire time he showed up in the Harley Quinn series, and now he's the funniest thing in this show. The Bane joke never gets old, honestly speaking. I think that's the main thing I could say about this show. It's funny, it's fine, it has this problem with the Wii type of format. The first episode had a Kite Man down on the slug, getting hired by the Legion of Doom, only to have Lex Luger set him up and take him even further down on the slug. Tell him, hey, you're not allowed even in this bar anymore. I'm gonna buy this bar from this owner, so none of you are allowed in here. And Kite Man ends up going to steal money from his dad in order to buy this bar. So this whole series kind of feels like it's gonna be about them upkeeping this bar while also trying to maintain their relationship that will, I guess, get tested every now and then, like it did in episode 3 of the show. And similar to the Harley Quinn series, I think that's the main thing this show has going for it. Its characters and its character work, with the main two being Kite Man and Golden Glider. Golden Glider obviously being the person Kite Man started dating after him and Poison Ivy broke up. And as cringy as their relationship is, I kinda do like it. I kinda am endeared to it. They work for each other. They're so supportive for each other. When one person's down on their luck, the other person is encouraging them to get back up on their feet and do stuff, and vice versa. It just feels a lot more healthy than, let's say, I don't know, Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy. Hey, that's just me. But speaking of them, they did make a little cameo within episode 1, which I did like, because this is in the universe and we will see some characters that we do know. I do like that this isn't just going to be like a whole bunch of different people that we don't know. I really do like that. But not only does Kite Man and Golden Glider have a nice support team, they also have a great supporting cast to go along with them. I don't know all the cast members' names. One of them is a drunk teacher, and one of them is Siamese twins. One of them is Fable, just the head, because she's still alive for some reason. And you'd think this ragtag group of misfits would hate each other, not get along. They leave the minute that somebody came in better, but for some reason they stick together. It just works for some reason, and they're a strong supporting foundation that supports this specific bar. This is their small bar that they want to see succeed, and that's going to be the main plot of this season. I don't know how many videos I can make on this because it's hard for me to talk about it as is, but you may be wondering to yourself, what's the overarching story that's going to be going on throughout this season? In episode 1, Lex Luger has claimed to find the anti-life equation, and he wanted the Legion of Doom to hire Kite Man so he could keep the air safe and notify them if some of the flying superheroes try to come to steal the anti-life equation. And when I said he set them up, that's the setup. Superman came there and he's like, the Justice League stole it, and they kick Kite Man out. Get out of here. They also kicked Bane out. But it was a ruse, a trap, Lex Luger hand-me-down. I don't know what that was right there. But Lex Luger lied to them. He still has the anti-life equation, and he went to hide it in the one place nobody would look, in Kite Man's bar. It's there, and you know who's after it? Darkseid, and basically every other superhero. So that's gonna be the overarching story throughout this thing, is everybody's after the anti-life equation that's in Kite Man's bar. And it gets even crazier because one person that works there Malice is the goddaughter of Darkseid in this show, and I think low-key they know the anti-life equation is somewhere in here, they just don't know where, so she's gonna stay working there and just kind of see where the vibes is and go do something, or she's just there by happenstance and it's just going to happen that it's going to be there. I don't know. I guess the main thing to speculate is which individual groups get involved first. Is it Darkseid that comes to find it first? Is it Lex Luger that's like, I want to use it now, so he comes to find it? Or is it the Justice League that comes in there and takes it away? Who's gonna get it first? I think it makes kind of sense for it to be Darkseid since he showed up at the end of episode 1, end of episode 2, so I just kind of think it makes sense for it to be Darkseid. But I can see it being one of the superheroes that comes and tries to clean up the place and take it away. And that's how it's revealed that it's there. Or maybe Kite Man just finds it and uses it, because this show is about incompetent goofiness. So maybe he just finds it, uses it, and everybody's just obeying them now. And that's how this series ends, with everybody obeying Kite Man and Golden Glider. I really wish there was more for me to say about this show, but I'd probably just be forcing it at that point. The next time, I guess I'll probably just do an overall season review, because there's not going to be much to talk about when it comes to a comedic kind of problem of the week type of show. I don't see myself having that much to talk about unless something super crazy happens. But for the most part, it just seems like a goofy show about working at a bar, kind of like My Devil's a Part-Timer. So it's probably just gonna deal with a lot of stuff like that. Episode 3 was literally about a rival company moving in and them having to drive them out, and it ended with Kite Man, I think, killing the owner who had the body of a child. So I guess that's cool. I don't know. But with that being said, what are your opinions on the new Kite Man show? Let me know in the comments down below, and I'll get back to you guys as soon as I can. Again, this was really hard for me to talk about and come up with things to talk about, so the next time it will probably just be an overall season review so I can have things written down and talk about it properly. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see each and every one of you around next time. Goodbye.